And now moving on and shifting our focus to another story that we're tracking very closely. Around 5 lakh passengers take flight in India every day on average. So if you're watching this show, there's a very high chance that you're one of them. If so, AI 2379 must have been very concerning news for you ever since the story broke. And the concern went through the roof when sources told Times Now that the pilot in command of this flight tested positive for cannabis. Shocking, but there are more things that are tumbling out right now. We're learning that there's more passengers and crew members subsequently raised questions about the pilot in command in this case. And now Times Now has accessed the post-flight report, raising even more questions about what caused the sudden and potentially disastrous 300 feet altitude drop. In fact, viewers, there are 3 versions of this story. Let's take you through what the passengers, the crew members, the pilot in command himself are saying about the conduct during the flight. So as far as version 1 is concerned, that has come in from the passengers. They have mentioned that the pilot looked unsteady. Pilot could not walk straight in that flight. Version number 2 is that crew members have said that the pilot was unable to walk. Pilot found on the cockpit floor is what the crew member have submitted in a written complaint. Version number 3 is pilot has said himself that he was on the medication, sleep medication, and fell due to the hydraulic failure. So that is a version that has come in from the pilot in command, who is accused of taking cannabis before the flight. With that, we have a breaking update coming in. A bizarre incident has been reported at Delhi's IGI airport, where CISF personnel allegedly detected a monkey skull concealed inside a passenger's hand baggage during the security screening. The passenger was traveling from Delhi to Hyderabad. On being questioned, the passenger identified the item as monkey skull. The passenger was handed over to the police for further legal action under the Wildlife Protection Act. And those are the visuals on your screen of something that was found during this flight, a bizarre incident that has been reported at Delhi's IGI airport, where the CISF personnel detected a monkey skull that you can see on the screen concealed inside a passenger's hand baggage during the security screening. The passenger was traveling from Delhi to Hyderabad, and when he was questioned, he identified the item as a monkey skull. And after that, he was taken into police custody, and further legal action will follow as per the Wildlife Protection Act. So that is the latest. Let me also take you through what CISF has mentioned on this. Taking to social media, they have said that CISF detects skull concealed in passenger's hand baggage at IGI airport. Those are the visuals that you can see on the screen of the skull. Alert: CISF personnel deployed at IGI airport detected a skull concealed inside the hand baggage of the passenger during the pre-embarkation security check. The passenger was all set to travel from Delhi to Hyderabad. During the security screening, the CISF personnel detected the suspicious item concealed in the hand baggage. On questioning, the passenger stated that the recovered item was a monkey skull. Considering the nature of the item and it is suspected a connection with the wildlife, the passenger was handed over to the local police for further legal action under the provisions of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. The incident highlights the alertness and vigilance of the CISF personnel in maintaining the aviation security and, most importantly, security at the airport. And with this, a very short break. More news and updates on the other side. Welcome back. We have another breaking update coming in. Karoline Leavitt will step down as the White House press secretary by the end of August. This is a big statement that has come in from both President Donald Trump and also from her as well. In fact, she has taken to social media to announce her departure. The truth is, since returning to the White House after the birth of my daughter, she has gone on to say that I felt in my heart that I cannot be best mom my young children deserve while devoting the constant time, energy and attention required for the White House press secretary. And that is why I've ultimately made the bittersweet decision to depart the White House and embark on a new chapter on my life. So this is what Karoline Leavitt has posted on social media, as she has said that she will be stepping down as the White House press secretary by the end of August. Taking to social media, remember, she has mentioned that the truth is that since returning to the White House after the birth of my daughter, I felt in my heart that I cannot be the best mom that my young children need. Remember, she has come back from a maternity leave, and this departure of the 28-year-old Trump official official is coming following the birth of her daughter, Viviana, in May earlier this year. And after returning to the White House, she has said that she could not devote the time, energy and attention to her children, and that is why she has decided to step down as the press secretary of the White House. And with that, we have a statement coming in from US President Donald Trump. He has confirmed that White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt will leave the post at the end of the month to spend more time with her young children and family. Trump has said that he respects her decision and praised Leavitt as one of the best White House press secretary in the history of the office. He also added that she will continue as one of the top outside advisors and an influential voice within the Republican Party. So that is a statement posted by Donald Trump on social media, in which he has confirmed that Karoline Leavitt will be leaving this post by the end of this year. He has taken to social media to say that our wonderful White House press secretary and one of the most trusted aides, Karoline Leavitt, will be departing her role at the end of the month so that she can spend more time with the beautiful young children and family, a decision I totally understand and respect. Karoline will be one of the top outside advisors and influential voice within the Republican Party as we work to defy history and conclusively win the midterm election in November this year. Karoline has been a real leader in the White House and has done a phenomenal job fighting for justice, liberty and freedom since 2018, including our historic re-election campaign of 2024. He then goes on to say that Karoline has been one of the best White House press secretaries in the history of the Oval Office. Thank you, Karoline, for the job well done, President Donald Trump. So this is what he has posted on social media, confirming that she will be leaving the post by the end of this month, and also going on to detail how she is an important part of the White House. And now moving on and shifting our focus to another breaking story that we're tracking very closely. Russian President Putin has said that India is showing growing interest in cooperation on the Northern Sea route, calling the New Delhi one of the key countries engaging with Moscow on the shipping corridor. Putin has also warned of rising artificial tensions in the Arctic, which is linked to activities including NATO expansion. He also said that Russia's proposed cooperation would remain within the international maritime law. So that is a big statement that has come in from the Russian president on India, saying that India is showing good interest in cooperation on the Northern Sea route, calling New Delhi one of the key countries engaging with Moscow on this key shipping corridor. All right, so this is a big announcement that has also come in from the Russian president, saying that India is showing growing interest as far as the Northern Sea route is concerned, calling India one of the key countries engaging with Russia on the shipping corridor. He has warned of rising artificial tensions in that area, where he linked activities including NATO expansion as well. And now moving on